These are 3 life-saving moves that anybody can learn. Let's go over the first one. The first one is what we call the oblique kick. The oblique kick is a low line kick that's going right to the person's shin and or knee. What I love about this one is that it's always available, it's always open. The second reason I love this one is that it's very, very vulnerable regardless of who's standing in front of me. I don't care if this person is somebody who's even bigger and stronger than Casey is, okay? Or let's say even a person who is younger and even more skilled than me. This shot is always open where I'm using the inside of my foot on the shin, and if I want to dial up the intensity, I can step through the kneecap just like this. So these are 2 different variations I can use for the exact same move, and this is what we call the oblique kick. The second kind of move that I want to make sure that everybody has down is the headbutt. Now I know when I say the headbutt, a lot of people kind of cringe a little bit. Maybe they see it in movies and they have an unrealistic view of it. What I want everybody to know is that anybody can do the headbutt. We want to make sure that we're using the top of our head, or at least anything from our eyebrows on up against the target on our opponent, anything from the eyebrows on down. Now, why I love this move so much is because it's always open, or at least it always seems like it's open. If I have Casey in here, and let's say me and him are tangled up in an altercation of some sort, guess what? I can't get my arms free. Maybe I don't have enough space to even throw in a kick, but guess what? Boom, that headbutt is always, always open. So all I'm gonna do right here is this variation is just using the headbutt as a striking tool. I can use the side corner of my head, the top, either of those can work. If Casey has me bear hugged behind, okay, this is very, very versatile where now I can strike with almost like this back of my head right here. So as I do this, this is one way we can use it. But the second way that I like to use it, and this is something where we get a lot of bang for our buck, is we take this person's face and we pull it to the top of our head. So what I'm doing is I'm marrying the strongest part of my head, which is the top. Think about it, it's the most amount of skull matter, least amount of nerves, up against Casey's face, which is just the exact opposite. Least amount of skull matter, but the most amount of nerve. So how we do that is that even if I'm locked up right here, I can grab the head. I wanna make sure that I squat and I pull the person down where this person's face is pulled in right to the top of my head. Now, full speed, this is kind of what it looks like. He may throw a punch or two, and all I do is I come right in, boom, hit right there. That's my shot right there, right to the face. All right, the third and last tool that we're going to cover right here is the elbow strike. The reason I love the elbow strike is because it's so versatile, and it's very, very, let's just say, effective. It always makes me laugh when I see people get struck in the face, let's say with an elbow strike in the movie, and they hardly have any kind of reaction. That isn't true. If you take a look at real life, someone getting smashed in the face with the tip of someone's elbow, man, their face is going to be devastated. So I want to make sure that we do here is make sure we cover it correctly, because when I teach this, I do have people almost pulling off kind of like either like a forearm flipper, or what they do is they cockeye their elbow in a certain way where they're striking almost with their funny bone part. What we want to do is we want to focus on the tip right here, this area, and we're coming over and we're striking just like this. So I'm not hitting this way, okay? I'm not coming up with even the softer part of my arm or elbow right here. I'm using the tip right here. That's what we want to focus on. So if I have Casey right here, notice that when we do this, I like to grab someone back of their head right here so I can pull as I'm elbowing. All this does is just increases the power on this. But the no reason why I love this move is because it's so versatile. If I'm right here and Casey comes up with a threat, guess what? I can strike right here with an elbow strike, but it's a side elbow strike, as you guys can see. If I'm attacked from behind, let's say he bear hugs me from behind, guess what? I obviously want to get low, but I can strike now with my elbows right here, just like this. Super, super versatile move, all delivered by the exact same body part, and that's the elbow strike.